The Olam learned Siman Reish Samach Beis, which Be'ikr centers around the Zman HaMilah. We're going to discuss tonight the Zman HaMilah, when Milah's Bezmana and when Milah's Shaloi Bezmana. And also if they both come together, Bezmana, Shaloi Bezmana. The Shulchan Aruch begins in Reish Samach Beis. Ein malin achetana tzachama b'yoyim hashmini l'leidasai. The Shulchan Aruch is speaking about a milah bezmana b'yoyim hashmini. So the Shulchan Aruch, you should start from neitzachama. B'di'evet u'mishal amud hashachar yatsa b'di'evet from the alois is fine. V'chol hayoyim kasha l'milah, you could do it any time b'yoyim hashmini, any time during the day. Elosh is rizim akdim l'mitzvah. When one starts b'yoyim hashmini, is rizim akdim, and you should really rather do it as early as possible. So first, the din v'chol hayoyim kasher l'milah. You could do milah the whole entire day. Any time during the day is kasher. The Makir is the Mishnah and Megillah. The Mishnah and Megillah Daf Chaf. These two Mishnayos that discuss the mitzvahs shemitzvasam kol hayoyim. The Mishnah Megillah Daf Chaf ein koyernes ha-Megillah v'loi molin. You can't do milah v'loi toivlin v'loi mazin. All the different dinim that are negayah by yoyim. And Memela, but Dr. Mishnah, you should do it from Nates. Ubediyevet shekulim ma'adamud hashachar is kosher. Then the Mishnah says, Kol hayoyim kosher. This din that when you start from the alois to Nates, Dr. Mishnah Namid Beis, Kol hayoyim is kosher, l'kriyas hamagillah, l'kriyas halal, the whole day. And that's the din the Shulchan Aruch says, Kol hayoyim kosher l'milah. The shaila I want to ask you is, I was bothered with a shaila like this. Why? In the first Mishnah in Masechtas Brachas, by Hekter Chelovim Ve'varim Dizadin, Be'etzem Mitzvah is Kol Alayla. Lamaisa Chachamim said they should only at Chatzos. Why only at Chatzos? Really, the Zman is the whole night. Why did they say till Chatzos? K'dei laharchik es ha'adam min Aveira. That's what they said. Oh, Mishnayos. So if that's the din that by night they said at Chatzos laharchik es ha'adam min Aveira, why by Milah don't you say the same din? By Milah, the etzem the din is Kol hayoyim. You should say at Chatzos laharchik es ha'adam min Aveira.
The Oinu Scheiner, the Gemara says. After by Laila, by Zman Krishma, just by night, the Choshev the Oinu Scheiner. You're going to sleep at night, so you're going to take a nap, you're going to fall asleep all night, you're going to miss this night. Good.
Another teretz, here. Another teretz, Tosfos asked the Shaila, not Lagabi Milah, but Tosfos asked the Shaila in Lagabi Shlomim. A Shlomim is brought L'shnei Yom V'layla Echad. So Frek Tosfos, why is Shnei Yom V'layla Echad? Why didn't they make a Takana Gzeira that the second day of Shlomim would be eaten today, tonight, and tomorrow? So they should say Shlomim, the Zelbazach is also, Tosfos asked the Shaila, but they gave something else. Shlomim, you should say that a Shlomim that's eaten today, tonight, and tomorrow, L'shnei Yom V'layla Echad. Frek Tosfos, why didn't they make a Takana Gzeira that you could only eat it the second day at Chatzos? As if Frek Tosfos in Ezen Eshech, the end of Ezen Eshech, it should be Nechal only at Chatzos. So Zok Tosfos, the Lashon at Tosfos, different than Rabbi Eli was saying, a different Zok Tosfos, that it's Nikir, the Nikiru Masa Yeshkias Achama. A person knows when night comes in. The Nikir Hu Masa Yeshkias Achama. Avol Balayla, by night it's not Nikir. By night it's not Nikir. What's the pshat? 1 second. So Zok Tosfos, by day it's Nikir when the night comes in. So Mamela, they have no problem. You can eat a shlama up until the night because you're not going to run into the night. You know when night comes in. Mashenkin by night. Something shemitzvasi b'layla, it's not nikir when the night ends, when the day starts. That means when the alois is. What's the hezber? The hezber is, like Rashi explains, what's the pshat that l'tchatchila you should do all the mitzvahs shabayayim from the nates. B'di'evet you could do it from the alois. What's the pshat? Why is the alois considered day? If alois is considered day, so why is it only b'di'evet? What's the hezber? Why is it only b'di'evet to start from the alois l'tchatchila only from the nates? Rashi, because it's not clear to people when exactly the alois is. It's still dark and it's not exact when the alois is. So Mamela, L'tchatchila wait till the night, it's starting to get light there, it's clear day. Mashing and Alois, it's not very clear. But be a soida, if somebody would know for sure when the Alois is, Avad, you could do it from the Alois. Mela b'diavad, that's from the Alois is good. Mela, that's why, just a second, Mela, that's why by night, a mitzvah, davish mitzvah sebalayla hektechelam veivarim. If we're going to let you go the whole night, we're afraid that you're going to go into the day also because it's not klar. Mashenka by day, something that's by day, we're not worried that it's going to go into the night. So mila by mila, it's very klar. We can let you do mila up until shkia because we're not worried that you're going to go into by night.
Now, why do you know about it? The book to call too early because the phone they thought it was a chama, but it was no one actually came up. So they saw the one, and that's why once they waited, they talking too early. That's why they don't cut that it's yet really day until late because then the sun launch up beforehand.
The light, you can be tired that the light is taka the Levanis light, you're saying. You're being mazba, why we had a mokum toyas is even without it stam because you don't see yet the light, but you're saying you would see the wrong light and you'd be toying that it's really the Levan, it's not the Alois yet.
Even at night, you should be able to make a mistake. A shkia, I'm scared to taste.
That's a shaila for itself. It's a huge sugi when what's being a shmashers one. But we know there's no mokum to shkia when the sun goes down. Either late rabbeinu tam. So
cases I think that total was nighttime and then turned out it was day when it was cloudy.
It's always yayim mu'unin. It's always shaykh. But they weren't for so that these certain things that yayim mu'unin they were geyser. Like about this they weren't geyser yayim mu'unin. But on a regular basis a person can be tired by night. By day be a sight. You see when the sun goes down. Atkan we will mazve just in general. The mitzvahs mila b'yoyim hashmini is the whole day. Zok the Shulchan Aruch Ella zrisa makdim la mitzvahs, and you're supposed to start off to do it first thing in the morning. The Shulchan Aruch you should do it right away. What's the makor for the din of zrisa makdim la mitzvahs? So it's a Gemara Pesachim Daf Daled Amud Aleph, and interesting enough, the Gemara, the Brisa that brings the din of zrisa makdim is actually speaking by Mila. The Gemara is handling by Lagabe Psachim de Gesugya, and the Gemara brings reason, and the Gemara says, you know what, the Brisa says, the Yom Hashmini, Manai, that is a din's reason that you should do it first thing in the morning. So the Gemara, Vayashkem Avram Baboiker, that is a din's reason, Makdim ala mitzvahs, to do it. You see, Avram Avinu got up to do the mitzvah of the Akedah, he got up early in the morning. So Zetzachos is a din's reason, Makdim ala mitzvahs, Amel is a halacha that the Mila, a person should do the first thing in the morning. One could declare in the din of Zrizin, is Zrizin an obligation that you should make sure that the mitzvah is earlier, or it means even the preparations for the mitzvah? Which means, Vayashkim Avram Ba'boiker, just an understanding. Avram Avinu got up in the morning, Ashkam in the morning. Lamaisa totally did the Akedah, totally got to the Akedah, was much later. Maybe Avram Avinu should have got up already in the middle of the night. So like this, you could have done the Akedah at 8 o'clock in the morning. To say it's in Zrizim Akdimin, by Mila, handle by Mila. By Mila, when a person is a din Zrizim. So the pshat is that a person has to do everything that right away the Mila, or Zrizim Akdimin means to get involved to be able to eventually do the Mila. The Erechaim on the Pasuk of Vayashkem Avram asked the Shaila why Avram Avinu didn't go the day before. Because there's no nevuah only by Yom. So obviously he heard it the day before. So he has a cheshbon, it wouldn't have been enough time, and also not to scare Sarah. Tosfos on Vayashkem Avram Ba'boiker, in that Gemara in Pesachim, Tosfos asks a Shaila, how do you know Zrizim Akdim ala mitzvahs? Because you see the Pasuk says, Vayashkem Avram Ba'boiker, Avram Avinu got up, the Zrizim Akdim ala mitzvahs. For Tosfos, the Gemara in Chulin says that we learned something else. We learn why didn't Avram Avinu go only by boiker? Why didn't he go by night? So the teretz is because al yetzi tamid chacham yechidi balayla. So for Tosfos, I don't understand this pasuk of Vayashkem Avram Ba'boiker. What do you learn? Do you learn Zrizim Akdim ala mitzvahs, or do you learn al yetzi tamid chacham yechidi balayla? So for Tosfos, Zok the Pnei Yeshua, I don't understand the Shaila. You know both. These both things you know from the pasuk. Why? First, Shteit Vayashkem Avram Ba'boiker, that Avram Avinu got up early. Zetzachos is a din Zrizim Akdim ala mitzvahs. But then these are not, he's reason makdim l'mitzvahs, why didn't he get up even early, middle of the night? The teretz is al Talmud Chacham yetzi chide b'layla. As I said, to pray Yeshua, to answer, he doesn't understand Taisus L'Shayla. L'chayr, it's very clear, you learn both dinim. Sai, Talmud Chacham yetzi chide b'layla, and Sai is reason makdimin. But what you see from here is, l'chayr, very clear, that in the din's reason, he should, technically Avram Avinu should have got up even earlier. Not to get up first thing in the morning and stopping Isaac and head out to do the mitzvah, and the mitzvah will end up being a few hours later. Technically, Avram Avinu should have got up even earlier, middle of the night, to be able to move the mitzvah back even earlier. That's how the Gemara, the Pnei Yeshua says, how the Gemara in Chulin knows, Talmud Chacham yetzi chide b'layla, because technically he should have gone out earlier. So that's the din's reason, makdimin, that a person should try to push back and do the mitzvah as early as possible. There's a whole shmooze in the Michtav Sefer, which is the son of the Chassam Sefer. He has a whole long tshuva that he discusses with his first cousin, Reb Leibel Eger, which was the Enokel of Reb Kiv Eger. There's a whole nidin in those times about the moilim that they used to make big achanis and the bris used to end up being late. And there was a time, the Lamais's reason makdimin, you can't, the bris itself, the mitzvah itself is supposed to be in a timely fashion early. There's a whole arichas back and forth. I have it printed out if you want to see it inside. Al kol panim, he brings that's for sure. If the moils a yirei shamayim is one thing, but if stam to schlep out the bris, it's mamash ikuvin's reason makdimin. He brings even that by his father, the Chassam Sefer, they used to daven earlier, on a day that he was a bris. They used to daven earlier, like this. The bris was early. Al tzriza makdimin.
This contributes to the chazan shouldn't schlep.
Yeah. So we have the din tzriza makdimin lemitzvahs. Why don't you do the bris before davening? If tzriza makdimin to do the bris, he's a din tzriza makdimin. Why don't you do the bris even before davening? The Aruch HaShulchan asks the Shaila, and the Aruch HaShulchan gives two terutzim. One teretz he says is that Lamaisa davening is tader. You have a lot of mitzvahs that are tader, tefillin and davening and Kriya Shema. So that's one reason why we don't do the bris before davening, before Shachris. What Oidi says is that Lamaisa, if you're going to do the bris before, people are not going to be able to eat, be toyim, and there's a mitzvah of a suda after the bris. So Mamela, you do the bris after davening, but b'yasoidai, we would really do the bris before davening, mitzad the din of zrizin, Aruch HaShulchan.
There's not a din of zrizin makin than davening.
Even davening could be deraisa. Good shaila and taka. People should get up every day early, mitzad the din zrizin. Kriya Shema, tefillin, deraisa, avada. So, Lamaisa, we davened, and we're doing the bris after davening. What happens, a person wants to push off the bris so more people could come. It's very common if, let's say, a bris is a Sunday. If a bris is a middle of the week, if you're going to push off the bris, the later the bris is, the less people are going to be there. But Sunday, Adarabah, you push it off, and the later you push, the more people could come. Relatives could come from out of town. So be'etzim, these are Milah, and it's a legit Milah, B'roivam Hadrus Melech. If you do the bris with more people, it beautifies the mitzvah. So should you push off the bris, it's B'roivam Hadrus Melech, Me'idach, you're going to lose out on Zriza Makdim L'mitzvahs. There's a Mishnah in Rosh Hashanah Daf Lamed Beis. The Mishnah says that Halal of every Yom Tov belongs to Shachris. Shofar, Tkiyah Shofar, belongs to Musaf. This is like the Mishnah, which means when the one who daven Shachris, Halal goes with Shachris, and Tkiyah Shofar, Tkiyah the Miyushav, before Musaf goes together with Musaf. So, Frek the Gebar, what's going on over here? Does the Halal go with Shachris because Zeriza Makdim and we want to do it earlier? Then Tkiyah Shofar should also go together with Shachris because Zeriza Makdim. Elamai, you're going to tell me that you know why we do Tkiyah Shofar together with Musaf? Because Zeriza Makdim, because of, B'roivam Hadrus Melech. The later we do it, the more people come, even the latecomers, and that's why we blow Shofar by Musaf, to have more people. So frek the Gemara, halal should also go a musaf, because the Lamaisa there'll be beroivam hadrus melech for the halal as well. Zok the Gemara, the etzem halal with shachris is better, because zriza makdim in the mitzvahs. Zriza makdimin, so we should blow shofar also together with shachris. The teretz is that there was a gzeira, was a sakana to blow shofar by shachris. So Mamela, they pushed it off to do it but Musaf, and once they pushed it off, it stayed there, and that's why it's a Musaf. To say Spiyasaidai, Zrizin is better. So you see, Klar, shofar would really go with shachris. Zrizin, do shofar earlier, mitzvahs earlier. So the answer is very clearly Sunday, if you can make a bris at 9 o'clock, or you can make a bris at 10:30, and 10:30 is going to have more people, you should still do it at 9 o'clock, because Lamaisi you have Zriza Makdimin. The Chaya Adam in Hilchas Zrizas b'mitzvahs and Klal Samaches, the Chaya Adam, I'm just going to read you the Lashon, he's not handling by Milah, he says, Ulachein, Roi l'spal arbis miyad b'yitzias ha'kechavim, you should say, you should have Ma'ariv right by Yitzias ha'kechavim, va'afil yamten oz, if yamten azai yaseh b'ravam hadrus melech, if you're going to wait there'll be more people, still, mutif to be min azrizin than to b'ravam hadrus melech. So Mamela, zrizin makdima, when you make a bris, try to make it, you should make it as early as possible. And the Aruch HaShulchan says, Moher de Galoshan, I'll read the Lashon of the Aruch HaShulchan over here in the Siman Reish Samach Beis Siv Ches. The Aruch HaShulchan says, V'yesh lanu litzaveach al minig zmanenu, shema'achron amila kama shoyis v'yoyim, v'pnei shtusim shaloi bo kol akruim. They wait, they keep the bris on hold for all the people that were invited to the bris, they didn't make it yet to the bris. Then he says people even push it off till after Chatzos. But Dr. Aruch HaShulchan, Zriza Makdimen, there's a din when you do the bris, you should do it. Avad b'yoyim hashmini, you could do it the whole day. But Lamaisi, there's a din of b'yoyim hashmini, there's a din of Zriza Makdimen to do it the first thing in the morning. Atkan, we spoke about Milah b'zmana b'yoyim hashmini. You could do it the whole entire day from the Alois till Shkia. Avada is a din zriza makdima to do it from the morning, but you could do it the whole day. Now, to bring out the understanding of bizmanoi, let's move into a milah shaloi bizmanoi. A milah shaloi bizmani, which means, for whatever reason, the milah was not done b'yoyim hashmini, and then a person continues not doing the bris. We saw this in Reish Samach Aleph, the Shulchan Aruch, the Ramah says, Hagah, every day that there's a milah without the baby is an oral without a bris, every single day. So there's two things that one could clear over here. Is it dafka one per day? Means every day that passes you're meaning to say is within the day, that day, if it's 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, it's all one isser if the day passes, or you're over not b'chol yoyim, but b'chol rega. Every single minute, every second is an isser. That's one thing that you could clear. And then there's another shaila to be cleared, is what happens if, let's say, on day number 15, the bris happened, does that undo the isurim of before? To be able to understand the musik, there's a machlekes lagabi chorus, machlekes Rabbi Merayvit. When does the chorus come about? Is the chorus only when somebody dies as an oral, or is there a chorus even b'chayev when the person's alive and he doesn't do a bris? He's a chiyav chorus. Sugya for itself. Everyone agrees that even if there's a isser chorus as an oral, if the person 20 years down the line does a bris and then he dies, so he's not bar chorus. It undoes the chorus. That's l'kula alma. Even if there is chorus, if he does a bris, it takes care of the chorus. One could clear by milah shaloi b'zmana that you're over every day or every second. Does doing the bris 10 days later, a month later, does that undo the isurim? The Shulchan Aruch and Hilchas Pesach brings a halacha. If somebody's hoylech baderech, and he's on the way to he's on the way, he's traveling, and he remembers that he didn't get rid of the chametz. He's traveling somewhere. Where is he traveling? To do a bris. while traveling to do a bris, he remembers that he never got rid of his chametz. Zok the Shulchan Aruch, if Yashois Bayoim to go back, so then he should go back and burn the chametz and then go do the bris. If there isn't enough time, what should he do? He should mevatel the chametz beliboy, which that's also fine. Bittul works, and then he should continue on to do the bris. Says the Mishnah Berurah, it's the Magen Avram, that's all if it's not too late in the day Erev Pesach that you could still be mevatel, which means it's not yet Shah Shishis, Shah Chamishis, you could still be mevatel the chametz. So that's fine, you could be mevatel the chametz. So if there's not enough time to go back to burn the chametz and do the bris, so then be mevatel the chametz, and then whatever will be, and be mevatel the chametz, then you'll make it to the bris, to be able to be mal to go to the bris. But what happens at Shah Shishis? So then you're stuck, because by Shah Shishis you can't be mevatel the chametz anymore. So what should you do? Zok the Magen Avram, you should go back and burn the chametz. You should go back and burn the chametz. Why? Why should you go back and burn the chametz? If you're going to go back, you're not going to be able to do the bris. So Zok the Magen Avram, because every minute that you have the chametz, you're being over. As Zok the Magen Avram. So Mamela, therefore, go back to burn the chametz, and the Mila is going to get pushed off. Get pushed off to a different day. It'll be pushed off Erev Pesach to Chalamoid. Rather go and burn the chametz. So the obvious question is, 1 minute. You should go back and burn the chametz, because every minute that you have chametz, you're being over an Isser. Right? Erev Pesach, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you have chametz by mistake, and you have to do a bris. So go back and burn the chametz, because you shouldn't be over every minute of Isser of having chametz. But at the same time, you're being over also, frek the Sharetzion, that they ask, every minute you're being over on Mila also.
So what's his name's allowed?
1 second. First of all, it's the Asay of Tashpisu. But the Shaila is by...
What's it called?
Bal Yimatzah. So what are you saying? So you're saying a lav is more than by Asay?
Mila, you're over with the Shabbat Tasa. You're not doing the mitzvah.
So you're saying because there it's a lav and there it's asay. I hear. We'll use that teretz soon for the Dvar of Ram. Hopefully we'll get to it. That's the Sharetzion says a different teretz. I hear what you're saying. You're saying it's more chamer. Tashpisu is more chamer. Nachum al-Dayim, here's the shaila. The shaila is that why should you go back and burn the chametz not to be over tashpisu? At the same time, you're being over on Mila every minute. So first of all, you see, avad over ba'onshim b'cholet, No, not karas. We're talking about onshim. Yeah, onshim b'cholet ilu is the kul alma. No. Karas is only an oichel b'chametz. To have chametz, you're not over. We're going to handle all the svaras, a lot of the svaras. This is an extra svar, but we're going to handle in a minute maybe that even Mila should be more, because Mila is Bakaras. Let's see. So Nachum, the Shaila is, I just want to move on. If the Mila is also frek the Sharatzin, if Mila also you're over every single second, so why should you rather do Bir Chametz rather than Mila? So he says like this. If it's Mila Bismanoi, so it's not a Shaila, because Mila Bismanoi, you're not over every second. Mila Bezman, you have the whole day to do. You're going to tell some Mila go burn the chametz, which you're over every second, rather than Mila, which Mila is really Mila fakir. Mila is you're not over. Mila you have the whole day. You're going to tell me if you're going to go to burn the chametz, you're going to end up not doing the Mila today. It's going to get pushed off. That doesn't bother me. Lamaisa haint. You're being over right now every minute on tashpisu, and you're not being over on the Mila, because like we mentioned before, the Zmana Mila b'yoyim hashmini, you have the whole day. So Mila, go back and burn the chametz. But what happens when it's Mila shaloi b'zmanoi? Over there also you're going to tell me that you should go back to burn the chametz? L'maisa Mili, being over on every second as well. Zok the Sharetzion and Moira de Gezach, and with this will be poshet our shiloh we had before. Zok the Sharetzion, by tashpisu, l'maisa you were over on having chametz for whatever time you have. Even if afterwards you go and you burn the chametz, that stays. The isser of having chametz before stays. By Mila, Lamaisa, Lashon is soif. Lamaisa, there was a Mila. Ba'ashengi Mila, soif, yamaloisoi, v'leichaser elamash hisham alakayim. And a person's over kol shah, kol rega, of not doing a Mila shalei bizmanoi. But Lamaisa, once he does the Mila, it undoes the problem. So Mela, we were poshed, it's Mavur, that a mila shaloi bezmana ba'atzim is issa kol rega v'rega, not just once a day kol rega v'rega, but l'maisa when it comes later and he does it, he undoes the issue.
It's not nitpick anymore. Say.
I'll take afterwards because I want to at least just be mashal on this part. Kum t'chais like this: a mila bezmana there's only a din's reason to do it in the morning. Mashikin shaloi bezman, a person should do it right away. Not just out this reason, he should do it right away because if not, he's being over yisurim. Kum t'chais like this. We have very clear. It's different the mila bezmano and mila shaloi bezmano. Very clear. Mila bezmano you have the whole day. Mila shaloi bezmano the clock is ticking every minute. What happens if you have two brisin at the same time, whether the two babies are in the room or the moil gets two phone calls? Both parents want to make a bris at 9 o'clock. One baby is a mila bezmana and one baby is a mila shaloi bezmana. Which one should be koydem? So this is bris Torah, but this is negayah to plug it in by us, which we're handling the chloride of mila bezmana and mila shaloi bezmana. So which one should you do first? You have a mila bezmana and a mila shaloi bezmana. But for what we just said now, avada the mila shaloi bezmana should go first. Because mila bezmana, there's a din's reason to do it as early as you could. No, do it as early as possible. But the din of the mila of shaloi bezmana, every minute that you're waiting, you're over an isser. So avada, you should do the mila. You should avada do the mila shaloi bezmana first. That's what l'chayr should come out. Beidach, in the Gillian Marsha, by us over here, brought in the Shulchan Aruch, he says you should rather do the mila bezmana first because chaviva mitzvah b'shaita. Chaviva mitzvah b'shaita. L'maisa the mila is the chamila of bezmana. That's the time. Shaloi bezmana is already pushed off. So maybe you should do the mila bezmana. The Dvar Avram, Sayin Chelak Aleph, he has one tshuva that he has other tshuvas. The Dvar Avram says like this. He says, avada, you have to do the mila shaloi bezmana first. And he says like this. He says, Azayid is a musig that tader v'she'enoi tader koidim, kol ha'makudish mechaverei, something that's more makudish goes first. These different dinim of hektim, by kachim, different places what goes first. But Zok Dvar Avram, that's only that if you're going to give kedima to the makudish mechaverei or the tader mechaverei, we're not going to be over on the Isser. We're not going to be over al Yidei Zeh klape the other one, the Einoi Tader. So Mamela, you should do the din is going to be Tader Kaidem. Masha Ein Kain b'Mokim, where if you're going to do the Tader, an issue is going to come out, an Isser is going to come out. Avad, there is no din Kedima b'chlal. There's no din Kedima for the Tader for the Mekudesh Machaveri. Mamela is like the Dvar Avram, by a bris shaloi bezmanoi, every minute that there's no bris, you're over an Isser. So Mela, you should rather do the bris, the mila shaloi bezmanoi. Now he says, when you do the bris, we know the chorus goes off, but he says very clear, when you do the bris, the isser never leaves. The isser that was done before, that the baby was an oral, that never gets removed. Not like we said before. And Mela, since the isser stays, avad the mila shaloi bezmanoi is going to be first. So what I want to bring out, kum t'chais la'or zed, if the isser never leaves from mila from before, let's just go back to the case of chametz. Someone has chametz and someone has to do the bris. You could very start clear now which one should come first. Maybe the bris should come first. Why? That's either one. Maybe there's no din kedima because both you being over and isser. But maybe even the bris should come first because it's a shekain yesh by karis. Eli was saying before a svara, maybe for carrot at chametz because it's a lav to say. But that's the nidim that would come out now, that if the isser mila, the isser arla still stays, avad is still going to be a din. Afal pikein is still going to be a din. That's what is going to be a din, that a mila shaloi bezman will be koidem. So just to be masakim, we have mila bezmano, which is a din kol hayoyim. There's a hiddur, which is a din hiddur of zrizim akdimi to do it the first thing in the morning. And then there's another din of mila shaloi bezmana. The pshat is you don't have the whole day. Whenever you're able to do it, we'll learn vaitin, the samarim da'il, we'll learn to chayla when you could do it. But once it's shaloi bezmana, once the zman comes in, you mechuyev every single minute. And if you mechuyev every minute, if you ma'akev it, you over be surim.